I'm Bert Laslin, co-chair, and we have
Frank Halzubiak, the other co-chair.
and our committee members are
Twee Pham, member.
Tina Nelson, member.
Harry Keenan, member.
Mike Noble, member.
Ted Arenas, member.
Peggy Co, member.
Rob Walker, member.
and we also have from the Manhattan Community Board for staff. Introduce yourself, Nellie.
Sorry, I was counting. Nelly Gonzalez, Assistant District Manager, CB4.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. This may be our last full Zoom meeting. Am I correct on that? We don't know for sure yet, but our next meeting may be live,
Hybrid.
hybrid. Well, we'll see how that works. But certainly many of us will be here live. We have an agenda tonight of 5 items. One of the items has been postponed. Item number 4 on the agenda, if you have a copy of the agenda, has been postponed to June. So from 6, we're down to 5. As I said before, this may be a record. We'll see how the meeting goes. Okay. Frank, you want to say anything?
No, I think that's it. Just to remind people that because this is a virtual meeting, it is being live streamed and also recorded. And the recording will be up on the CB4 website for who knows how long, in perpetuity, perhaps. And this committee votes to make recommendations to the full board on a liquor license. The full board will consider these at its next meeting on June 1st. And the full board then makes a recommendation to the state liquor authority whether to grant or deny the license. But that decision, the ultimate decision, is in the hands of the state liquor authority.
Yeah, that's for people who this is their first time here. It's very important to remember. We do not have the authority to say yes or no. We just make a recommendation. Okay, so I'd like to go on to item number 1 on the agenda. That's 199 8th Avenue, the Green Roan, New York City, Inc. This is an application for an alteration in their license. Is the applicant present?
I'm here. Hey, how are you guys?
Hi, guy.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay.
Basically. So I'm the owner and the chef of Willow. We opened up in January of 2021, and I went before you guys for the beer and wine license. January 2021 was very weird time to open a restaurant, but I really believe that we can be successful, and we've been fairly successful with the restaurant and got welcomed by the neighborhood really well, and brought our clientele over. Willow is an American bistro, vegan, fully plant-based, and we've been operating since then. 45 seats, 5 seats at the bar, really small bar. It really is to serve the restaurant, so it's not a bar per se. But since we have established over there over the year and change that we've been there, I would really like to enhance our restaurant by having a full liquor license and offering the customers the full experience when they come to the restaurant, and that's why I applied for the full liquor license.
Okay.
Our operation is not changing. 11 to 11, everything stays the same. It's just to help us sustain and make more income, so on.
Okay. Guy, one question about the form you filled out. You didn't indicate you're going to have any kind of music. I assume you're having background music like before?
Yeah, background music. We just have a playlist.
Okay, I'll change that on the form.
Thank you. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. I don't have anything else, Bert.
Anybody on the committee have a comment, question? I see Mike, your hand is up, and then Tina. And then Christine. Mike, Tina, and Christine.
Oh, okay. Frank, you know, one more thing on the form. You'll notice that Yoni's on there rather than Bert. I'm surprised you didn't catch that.
I did not.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, somewhere, page 9 or something.
Oh, yeah, he used the old form. Yep. Oh, no, wait a
Okay.
second. No, the one I have has Bert.
Oh, well, what
Maybe
we
you
got
were
in the
looking
drop,
at the prior, maybe you were looking at the prior steps.
no, I was looking at the Dropbox. Anyway, so long as it's there. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks. Bye.
I have to sign. Not Yoni. Okay, Tina.
Hi there. Going to your writer, I was just confused in two different parts. In paragraph 2, you refer to community board 6, unanimously approved, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of that sentence, you said this last sentence will obviously have to wait. The bottom line is I didn't understand the context of your community board 6 reference and then all in caps, that sentence. Can you explain that?
Well, my lawyer should explain that to me. I guess that it's sounds like a mistake, not something that should have been there.
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like an error. Definitely not.
Your lawyer's on, right? So I assume that Community Board 6 should be Community Board 4.
It is. The thing is, I own Beyond Sushi, and I own a new restaurant that I opened, Coletta, and I did Community Board 6 for Coletta, and that's where my friendly lawyer that I pay so much.
You're saying he doesn't cut and paste very well.
I think you should have a
He's not on the call, so I can say what I want to say.
okay.
I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize for the second time now.
Not major, guys. Don't worry.
Okay.
Not major.
And I just have one follow-up question. Sorry, this will be quick. Only because it sort of intrigued me. You sort of suggest in the first paragraph that some government entity, I don't know if it's the community board or SLA, is committing vegan discrimination. I mean, there's reference to.
I did not. The first time we applied for Willow, the
Right.
the SLA, and I got to check what he put in there. But the first time we did that, it took the SLA 11 months to approve me for reasons that had nothing to do with they said because I had on my lease that I can sell shirts that I can't have a liquor license. So they held me up for 11 months, and it was very, 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 very painful for the restaurant, especially in the middle of the pandemic when we're struggling, and we really begged them over and over to give us the liquor license. Eventually, of course, they did. But
Yeah, I just wanted to make certain that there was no reference to the community board in that. Thank you.
you guys have been great. I mean, the neighborhood has welcomed me, and we've been doing great over there. I'm really appreciative of everything. So I don't have any issues with any government entity. It's been hard with the SLA on this application. On the contrary, on the new application, they did it in 3 weeks. So who am I to complain?
Christine.
Well, I was going to say you need a new lawyer, but
I'm going to tell him that. Yeah,
But-
$600 an hour, believe me.
just a question. Do you have a storm enclosure right now?
What? Again? I'm
A
sorry.
storm enclosure.
A storm enclosure, meaning the outside?
Yeah.
No, the vestibule, I don't need
Okay,
it.
good, good.
I don't-
Okay, that's all. Just because you said continue current operation and it was not detailed.
Yeah, I've learned in the past year, all my restaurants that had the storm enclosure got broken into. It's a safe haven for somebody to sit there and like break the window. I had 3 break-ins in the past year with this.
Yeah, okay, that's it for me. I'm good.
Any additional questions from the committee? If not, Nellie, is there anybody from the community?
Yes, there's one person with their hand raised.
Okay, bring them on.
Susie?
Hi, I'm sorry I don't have my video on. Actually, my hand was raised for another topic. I apologize.
Okay, which one did you want? What do you want to speak on, Susie?
It's actually, I submitted a question before I registered. It has to do with a bar in my neighborhood on 29th Street and 8th Avenue. So I'll wait to the end. I'll
Okay,
submit it
thank you.
separately. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion. We move forward with this application.
You
A
jumped the
second.
gun. Very good. You got a second? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Present not eligible? Abstaining? Okay,
Thank you, Guy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
okay. Item number 2 on our agenda is 75 9th Avenue. That's in
Chelsea Market.
Maki Mano. The applicant here?
Hi.
Hi,
Okay. My name is Wanis Tandro. I'm an owner of Maki Mano. It's going to be the first Japanese Nikkei hand roll and ceviche bar and restaurant inside Chelsea Market. I have an experience in the restaurant business for like over 10 years and work at Nobu for a couple of years. We are really excited to open and will certainly be a good neighbor.
And I'm Joe McClellan. I apologize. I got kicked off. So Vanessa took control. So I'm representing you, Vanessa Tandra, as she introduced herself here on behalf of Maki Mano, which will be located at 75 9th Avenue inside of Chelsea Market. It's a small restaurant, which will be a hand roll bar with Niki inflections, which is a Peruvian ingredients with a Japanese techniques. We're applying for an on-premise retail liquor, beer and wine license. The hours of operation will be 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday, and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Thursday through Saturday. Food will be served up until closing. There will be background music only. The space has been soundproof, as I'm sure you're familiar. It's an enclosed urban food court, shopping mall, and office building above. There will be no outdoor seating or cafe. The style of the layout is one large omakase style bar with 38 seats, which will have the chef preparing hand rolls made to order. It will be 14 tables with 32 seats, and then one stand-up bar with 14 bar stools for cocktails and drinks. There's a maximum of 125 seating, and the space was previously licensed as La Song. This is a commercial area. We don't believe any of the foot traffic or vehicular traffic will be affected or any additional noise. And there's plenty of access with parking and city bikes and trains and subways to access the space. And happy to answer any additional questions as you previously met Vanessa as well.
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Nothing for me, Bert.
Okay, Mike?
Just a couple of technical things. The on page 4 of the form, indeed, you are in this special Clinton district. So,
okay,
you see that?
Mike, not Clinton district.
You mean Chelsea?
No, special Clinton district. Yeah.
Oh.
You're in Chelsea Market.
Chelsea. Oh, no, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, the special West Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No, I was thinking about another one of our applications tonight. But anyway, the other one too is,
Oh, wait, so is it in West Chelsea? Special district?
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
think the boundary is right
yeah,
outside.
you know, you're absolutely right. It's on the other side of the street. You're right. And it's the other applicant that I'm thinking about. I'm sorry, forgive me for that.
Okay.
However, on the next page with the doors, I don't see anything circled.
Because they are inside Chelsea
have-
Market.
They don't
Okay.
have,
Right.
Right.
Good.
There is an entrance on the side street. So I didn't know.
but it's not a French door or a garage door. It's a regular.
Correct.
door.
It's not, yeah, it's not a French door, garage door. No.
Okay, so my thing with the special district, that's in item 6. Sorry.
You're skipping ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks,
I'm
Mike.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Peggy?
Hi, yeah, let's see, I think it was noted on the application that the 200-foot rule is applicable here. Is that the case?
No.
Yeah, I think that may have been an error too on the application.
We
It's,
should ask the lawyer before we change it. Joseph?
I'm sorry, let me pull up the application.
it's going to be on the first page at the bottom.
No church that I know of within 200 feet.
No, and it would have,
She didn't. No, she didn't. No, sorry, see attached, which would the special district.
well, no, we're
Right.
talking about whether the 200-foot rule applies, whether you're 200 feet from a school or church.
No, I have the whole the locations up as well. I provided 1 second. That should have been no. It's,
I don't see how you could be.
No, it can't be. That's why, because there's no churches within.
No church, no school.
No
Okay,
church,
I'm
no
going to
school.
change that answer to no.
Yeah, that should have been when they filled that out. No
Okay.
church. No school.
Okay. Any additional questions from committee people? Okay, Nellie?
There's no one from the public except Susie.
No, there's no one. Just Susie's
Susan,
in
the whole
attendance.
public tonight?
So motion to approve?
Second.
Okay. You switch roles. Okay. All those in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Opposed? Present not eligible? Abstaining? I think it passed. Okay,
Great. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Good luck.
thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 3, 10 Columbus Circle, Pomodoro, on the park.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Hi.
I am Jennifer Rackoff. I'm the general counsel at Quality Branded, and I'm here with Luke Momo, who is our senior director of strategic operations.
Wow.
As you probably know, Quality Branded is a family-owned restaurant group that's been operating in New York City for over 40 years. We own or operate multiple restaurants in Manhattan, including Smith & Wollensky, Quality Bistro, Quality Italian, Quality Meats, and our latest concept, Zuzu's in Manhattan West. And we are excited to bring our new concept to Columbus Circle. Our new restaurant is going to be an Italian grill on the 3rd floor of the shops at Columbus Circle in the space that was formerly occupied by Landmark. We anticipate having 71 tables and about 265 seats with 1 bar. And we plan to be open for lunch and dinner, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday, and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Thursday through Saturday. And we will only have background music. Obviously, we're on the 3rd floor. So
Okay.
we're
Thank
happy
you.
to answer any questions.
Sure. Because it came in today, I just want to make sure that the committee saw, we have a letter of support from the very hard to please Anita McDonough on the board of the Park Vendome, who said she met with Jennifer. They've satisfied the community outreach. Given the building, there's no noise or overcrowding issues that would affect the neighborhood. I'm familiar with their product. I've frequented many of their restaurants. I'm flattered that they will be investing in our neighborhood. I look forward to their opening and believe Pomodoro in the Park will be a fitting substitution for Landmark. And I have no questions about the STIP form, Bert.
Do anybody on the committee? Tina?
My complaint was going to be that I basically live a stone throws away and I haven't seen a single sign, but considering Frank just said that they did outreach, that's fine with me. But what I would appreciate is that the owner's telephone number be put then on this application if there are any complaints.
Sure.
That person be accessible. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Tina.
Jennifer, if you could just send the phone number to Nellie in the board office this week, that'd be great.
Will do.
Sweet.
No, yeah, I was just surprised at Tina's remark because they show on page
I know.
25. I mean, is that where is that located actually? Where the postings are?
Oh, it's on the outside of the building and in the interior.
Outside at street level?
Yep, street level, and then on the inside of the space on the third floor on the current facade.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional committee members?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Present not eligible, abstaining. Okay,
This is going to be a record.
good luck.
Thank you.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item 4, as we said, is postponed till June. Agenda item 5, 683 9th Avenue. Two guys in town.
Hello, I'm Thomas B. Filippo. I've been in the restaurant business for 30 years. I've owned many restaurants on 9th Avenue, including Puttanesca, Roberto Basson, Lime Jumbo, Boca di Bacco, Gallo Nero, what other ones? I forget. Scalado on 47th Street that I moved to 46th Street.
Wait a second. I think we're doing number 4, right? I mean, number 5.
That's what I said, number 5, didn't I?
Yeah, you're
Two guys
speaking,
in town. And
you're
two
speaking
things
about
down.
686 9th, right?
Yes.
Okay, no, we're doing the one before that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I heard you say Tom.
Oh, I thought you were Tom.
I am.
That's what I raised my hand for, yeah.
So that's
I am
confusing.
Tom.
We have two Toms.
Two guys
Sorry.
and one Tom, and now you have two Toms also.
Well, two guys, two Toms, everything.
Thanks for catching.
Oh, here is, why are you Tom, John? You are on mute.
Who?
Okay, so we want to go to 683 9th Avenue. Two guys and the other
You're
Tom.
still on mute.
You're still on mute, John.
That would be great if all the restaurants, we could put them.
Is that better now?
Yes.
Now we
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. My name is John Dempsey. I'm a longtime resident in Hell's Kitchen, longtime business owner. I'm going to be occupying the space formerly known as Down the Road at 683 9th Avenue on 47th Street. We're planning on doing a coffee bar and all day, all night breakfast spot that transitions into a lounge, still serving breakfast all day and all night.
Okay. Setting a record for getting only positive comments this month. We have a letter from El Kafirs of the West 47th, 48th Street Block Association saying John attended their May meeting, explained what he wanted to do. They say Mr. Dempsey is known to the Block Association as he also ran other businesses in the immediate area. We had no complaints about these other establishments. If someone had a question, John was quick to respond. We believe he's one of the better restaurant operators in our neighborhood. Considering previous restaurants on this location had a liquor license, and because of our past positive relationship with Mr. Dempsey, the members of the Block Association do not oppose the liquor license here. And again, to remind people, the 47th, 48th Street Block Association is never more positive than not opposing. So this is as strong a recommendation as they give. John, you didn't circle any music. You're gonna have background music at least?
Just background music.
Okay, I'm gonna change the form then.
So I apologize.
Okay.
Anything else, Frank?
Yeah, who's Tom?
I'm Tom.
No, in the name, two guys and Tom Inc.
Oh,
Just some, I don't know, something came up with.
Okay. And also to tell the committee, this is actually closing earlier than the prior operator here that we approved for 2 a.m. nightly. That's all I have, Bert.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 committee members. Christine, then Rob, then Mike, then Twee, and then Carrie.
Hi, John. So I was a little confused about the way you did the form. Is that you crossed the places where you have a cross mean this is what you have selected?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you are mentioning that you are going to have a storm enclosure.
We have a vestibule.
Yeah.
We have a front door, then an interior door. So there is a vestibule inside, not a storm enclosure.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So your answer is should be the other way, right?
I'll change that answer. So no storm enclosure.
No storm enclosure.
Okay.
Right.
And by the way, thank you for getting rid of the floor to ceiling doors, which are always a problem.
Right.
Okay.
So that's it. That was the main thing. I was just confused about.
Sorry about that.
Rob?
The boxes.
The other liquor license was 11 till like 2. What time do you plan on switching it over from like coffee and breakfast to a lounge?
It's good. There's going to be coffee served all day and all night also.
Okay, but when do you intend like it to be more loungy than not?
Probably around 4 o'clock.
Okay. And 7:30 in the morning. What time are you actually going to start serving liquor?
Probably around 4 o'clock. Maybe not on the weekends though, for brunch.
Okay, so you're just opening 7:30, but you're not going to serve until 4.
Yes.
Okay, cool beans.
Except for Saturday and Sunday brunch.
No, understood. And what time would you plan on serving at that point?
I guess it's on Saturday, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Hey, perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mike.
Hi, John, do you consider this to be like during the day, something like a diner?
No.
No.
No, we're not going to have, it's not going to be a big, massive menu like a diner. You know, we have our kitchen is only about 10 feet long. So there's going to be different kinds of sandwiches, egg sandwiches, probably shushuka, just a little creative menu, not a big, massive, extensive menu. And
But
then
delivery, will you do deliveries?
No.
No. Okay, thanks.
But, I have a question. No, that we should write.
So on page 6 of 19 or 6 of 10, you say that will applicant close and vacate outdoor spaces by 11 p.m. on Friday or Saturday, and you have if we apply for outdoor seating. I guess my question is, how likely is that going to be, applying for outdoor seating? I think I saw something in the news that Hell's Kitchen is really like removing a lot.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure your question.
That's higher on, that's 50th and above on 9th Avenue because of the water main work.
Right.
Okay.
I actually had an outside structure at Hell's Kitchen and we did remove it.
Okay, so it's on 47, so it's just right outside that border.
Yes.
And so how likely is it that you'll apply for outdoor seating?
I'm definitely going to apply for outdoor seating, but I'm not sure what's going to be, the open restaurants is going to be, everything's going to be changing all the guidelines. So it's going to be kind of a wait and see what happens.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Carrie.
I just have a quick question because I've not really seen this before, but on Wednesdays you close at 1:30. So you sort of switched our normal schedule, which is Sunday through Wednesday at an earlier hour and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday a little later.
Sorry, let me go back to that.
So Wednesday, it says closing at 1:30.
Yes. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 1:30.
Really, I'm asking because we just usually see that Wednesday's included in the Sunday through Wednesday for, I guess, work, people who work. I don't know if it's an issue, but I'm just bringing it up because it's something different.
Yeah, and Carrie, the prior applicant had till 2 a.m. every day, so even the 1:30 is a cutback on Wednesday.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
But it is I think the first time we've seen that Wednesday being the expanded weekend hours. Okay. Anybody else? I guess not. Okay, well, and we know there's nobody from the community.
Make a motion to approve.
Wait, let's
Second.
Maybe all the motions to approve. Not that I have a problem with that. I just want to share responsibility. So.
I make a motion to approve.
Oh, thank you.
Second.
Sorry, Christine, did you have another question?
No,
Oh, okay.
I wanted to approve, but Bert doesn't want me to.
Got it. Okay.
You know.
Don't take it personally, Christine, please.
You'll get used to it, Christine.
Somebody better step up here.
Thank you, guys.
Well.
Oh, wait, we got to vote. Did we vote?
We haven't voted yet, right?
We did
All those
vote.
in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Present not eligible? Abstaining. Okay.
And John, there is another place at 41st Street where you could do the same thing.
What place is that?
This is the Empire Coffee, the old
Oh,
Empire
yes,
Coffee. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy our coffee. You'll come up to 47th Street. I know it's a couple of extra blocks for you.
that's so far.
It'll be worth it. You get on your bicycle.
Good luck, John.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, the last item on our agenda, item number 686 9th Avenue. And I think we have another Tom here.
Yes, Tom Bifelko. Hello.
This one.
Hi. So I'm trying to take over Amarone, which has been there 25 to 30 years, as I understand. I've been in the restaurant business for 30 years. I've owned many restaurants on 9th Avenue and Hell's Kitchen. For instance, Puttanesca, Boca di Bacco, Roberto Pesson, Lime Jungle, Gallo Nero, Scalato, and many others. And I'm taking this over. All we're going to do is renovate it, but not a triple gut, just a cosmetic renovation because it's needed. New chairs and new silverware and new dishes and new lights and so forth. And the reason why I'm taking it over, Tony is going to be on his way out because he has degeneration of the optic nerve. So it's going to be very hard for him to run this restaurant, but he's going to come around like 2 days a week as long as he can until, his vision is completely impaired. And we're going to file for an outdoor cafe, hopefully. And that's about it. I mean,
Are you keeping the Amarone name or it's going to be Amarone?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going to do both Amarone and Scalato because I had Scalato on 47th. I left there. I sold the building. I went to 46. Then during COVID, the landlord gave me a hard time about paying the rent and I just didn't want to deal with this landlord. So I just gave him back the key. And then in a holding pattern, I went uptown to 91st Street to try that neighborhood in Amsterdam, but that didn't work out. I renovated it and I gave it to Boredom, Turkish restaurant. I sold it to them. And they're going to put a wine bar there. And now I'm coming back down because I live in Hell's Kitchen. I'm coming back into my neighborhood. I live on 47th and 8th, 46th and 8th, I'm sorry. And so it's right by where I live. And that's what happened.
Okay, thanks. I was looking at the capacity numbers and also the floor plans, comparing your application to Amarone's. Are you taking over sort of half the space? Because it looks like they had a sort of lot bigger space. They seem to have like more space to the left. Is that right?
They gave up the hardware store.
Oh, okay.
That used to be theirs, and now it's a hardware store.
Okay, so you're taking only what was half when they originally applied to us.
I'm correct.
Okay, and are you gonna have any music?
Yes, we're gonna have, just, we go Italian music.
So background.
Background, yes.
Yeah, you just didn't circle that on the form. And last thing, given some of the restaurants you mentioned, were you ever in business with an operator named Bessem Qcaj?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never.
Because he
The
was
other guy-
involved in Gallo Nero at some point, I think.
Yeah, I gave it back to the Malters.
Okay.
I left them 10 years ago. We had a problem, so I left them.
Yeah.
And he gave it to Basin.
Okay.
Maria Pia. Oh, yeah, I had Maria Pia too. I built that also. And he gave it to Basin. I don't know what kind of deal they had.
Okay, but you never
No.
you never operated the place at the same time he was there.
No,
None
sir.
of those places. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Good to
you.
hear.
You're welcome.
Okay. Christine, Twee, and Tina.
Yeah, so I'm confused again with the coding of the form. When you put a vertical mark, you meant, is that the one you choose or the one you didn't choose? Like,
Oh,
you
the
say,
ver-
will
yeah,
there
the
be
ver-
dance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the vertical mark, it's one I choose.
Is the one you choose. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, that's good. So now I can ask my question, can I?
Yes.
Right. Okay, good. Yeah, because, yes, thank you. That's
You're
all I
welcome.
have.
Thank you.
Twee.
Yeah, so the prior stip said that they closed at midnight, and this one says that you guys closed at 11. And I just remember Frank always saying that's when it has to be like completely out. It's not like, when you close the doors to the public, right? So I just want to make sure that,
Well, my experience, I've been following Tony in the restaurant. I've been going there and working with him. And the reason why I wrote 11 is because I see that it winds up at 11. I mean, there isn't any business past that. Sometimes we sit around between 10 and 11 and nobody's coming in except for the weekends on Friday and Saturday and sometimes Sunday. But during the week, the tourists aren't there to come in late. They usually eat late. The tourists.
Okay, but what Twee means is the 11 p.m. means the establishment has to be vacated of customers by 11. Is that what you want, or would you prefer?
No,
that?
I'd rather have it at 12, just to be sure.
Okay, that's
So we'll make it at 12 then.
yeah.
Yes,
Thanks,
please.
Twee.
So is that across the board though? Because you said Friday, Saturday, Sunday, people come in later.
Yeah, I would say midnight. It wraps up at midnight on Saturday. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I have two questions. One, under notifications, no one is listed. Don't we have to notify under these circumstances?
No, I thought I wrote my name and my cell number down.
No, well, your number isn't there. That is, but sorry, the community. You didn't write your cell number, and I'd appreciate you writing your cell number. But under community notifications.
Can you give a page number, please?
Sorry, yes.
Page 4.
I just lost it. Thank you.
Page
I'm
4.
sorry. 4 is blank.
4 is blank, right?
Did you send, Tom, did you send the emails out to the email list that Nellie gave you?
Yeah, I got answers, response.
Okay.
Okay, that was blank. And yes, please fill in your number. But the other question that I'm
The number, Tom, you have your number on page 1. I assume it's the same number, right?
Yeah, 917-295-3286.
Yeah, he did have it on page 1.
Oh, okay, I
But
didn't
I'll
see.
put it on this page too.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then my next quick question is, because I was sort of confused by the markings, it appears that you're saying you're not going to have a sidewalk cafe, but the photo you attached is of a sidewalk cafe.
Yeah, he has tables there now, Tony. But I have, if I do this deal and I acquire it, I'm going to have to file for an outdoor cafe. But he said he doesn't have to because of COVID. So
I'm specifically referring to the sidewalk cafe.
Yes,
Sorry.
that's
Oh, is that what you?
yes,
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about, man. What I'm saying is Tony has 8 seats outside now. And if I make the deal, I'm gonna have to file for those 8 seats. I don't know what I drew that because that was there. So that's why I made a drawing.
So
May I speak on that. It's just, Tom, in fact, if you apply, it's self-certified for the time being. So you just need to go and fill out the form.
Right, I have to do that. Yes,
Right.
he didn't, yeah, he told me something.
What
about
I'm
the
saying
code.
is that it's not a filing that is used to be. It's something much simpler.
Oh, okay. I have to ask the lawyer then.
Because of the COVID, you don't need even to have a lawyer. You just need to do it yourself.
Oh, okay.
Self-certified.
Right.
Oh, like the street fence, like the street. check.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why now the sidewalk cafe are part of this open dining.
I understand.
So now you can just go online and, respond to the answer, respond to the questions.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, but I'm still confused. So there is going to be a sidewalk cafe?
Yeah.
Because under the questionnaire, you say no, I
No,
believe.
Because our questionnaire on sidewalk cafe is about sidewalk cafe, which don't exist anymore.
Got it. Thanks.
No, he said he answered no to the other outdoor items too.
Right.
So that should be yes then, Tom, right? You do plan to apply for it.
I think our form is confusing.
Yeah.
But
It needs a little updating.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make that answer yes. And
Right.
then while we're on that page, you're not going to have any outdoor music, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to change that answer too. The question's a little confusing, but when we say you'll have no outdoor music, right?
I thought they were asking, like, do you have the license? Do you have the license? That's what I meant.
Okay.
So I didn't want to say yes if he didn't. That's
Yeah.
all.
But no outdoor music, correct?
No, absolutely not. Just going to be a typical Italian restaurant.
Okay.
Throwback food and stuff like that. Nothing, no discoteching and nothing like that.
Okay.
Okay,
But
Mike.
it says no. I don't understand. Oh, okay.
We changed it to yes.
And then all the
because the question
stipulations,
is a negative, right? Got
Yeah.
it.
and then all the stipulations that go with having an outdoor cafe or sidewalk cafe or outdoor dining, you agree to, correct?
Yes.
He did, except for the music, which was a mistake.
What about the 11 o'clock? Yes, he did, right?
Yeah, he said yes to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Mike.
You guys
Quick
covered
question.
it all. Yeah, my.
No. I questions. I didn't get a chance yet.
So I have Mike
In the picture you
first,
submitted.
Rob. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
On my screen, I have Mike, Rob, Christine, Tweet.
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, you covered all my questions. But again, on page 4, special Clinton district. Okay,
It's on the other side of the street though, isn't it?
Yeah.
what?
This is on the east side, on the east side of Ninth, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It's not really, oh, really?
yeah.
Yes.
The Clinton district stops at now on the west side, starts on the west side of Ninth,
Uh-huh.
I believe, right?
So I don't know. I checked on the LPC site. I thought it did cover.
It's on the east side.
No, but where does the Clinton special district start? It starts at Ninth, doesn't it, Christine?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because of the MTA. The MTA site is in the special Clinton district, and we just had this whole conversation about if we change that, it's going to change everything. So I'm just not sure. Let's put it.
No,
this
no,
way.
it starts at 8th Avenue, Frank.
Okay.
I do believe. In any event, check it out. If it applies, tick the box. So notifications, that was covered, the phone number, but on page 5, you say that you're gonna have a canopy that extends over the sidewalk. Is that true?
Yeah, over the outside tables. Yes, sir.
No,
you
over the
mean-
sidewalk. No. That's an awning, not.
No, an awning. I meant an awning. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
There now.
change that then.
What
Okay,
page is
so-
that, Mike?
What's that?
What page is that?
5.
I don't even know where it is.
It's a very bottom
I
of
got
it.
it.
Oh, I see. Right.
Okay. Any additional comments, Mike?
Yeah, and Mike, you're right, it is west of 8th Avenue.
Right, 8th Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you don't have to call out the dementia specialist to have me removed from my apartment tonight. Okay, thank you.
Rob?
In the picture that was submitted, there are French doors. Are you keeping the French doors?
Yes.
Okay. Would you consent to keeping the doors shut while there is background music going on?
Yes.
He said that. He answered that,
problem.
yes.
I just wanted to clarify, Frank, that's all. And then the other thing is, you have a tree pit right smack out in front. Is there currently a tree in there?
No.
Okay. If you contact Eric Botcher's office, he is District 3. He could help you out with getting a tree in there again.
Was that Eric Basher?
It's our
Yeah, Eric.
council member.
Oh, council member. Okay. Council member. Okay. I'll try.
Thank you.
Two T's in Boxer, by the way.
Oh, it's two T's? Okay.
Yes, indeed. See that?
Yes,
And Eric with a K.
Eric with a K. Very good, Bert.
Okay, I thought I saw your hand up, Christine.
No, I didn't have anything.
I had my hand up, but Rob
Oh.
took the words right out of my mouth with regards to the doors. Because in the summertime, the windows generally like to be open. So I just wanted to make sure that even in summer, it would be closed.
Yeah, yeah. You turn the AC on. Then we'll do it.
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay. Any additional questions, comments from committee members? And nobody from the public?
Motion.
I'd like to make a motion. We support this. Put it for.
Do we have to go over like everything we changed or no?
No.
They're pretty specific. There were no additional.
Most stuff.
No, I think we're okay.
Okay, all those in favor?
Is
Hi.
there a second?
I second.
Very good.
Unbelievable.
Very-
Opposed?
Oh,
Those
brother.
not eligible, abstaining. Okay.
Okay, remember, we had someone from the
One
community
person
wanted
who
to,
had some comment to make. Was it Sue?
yeah, Susie.
Susie?
Hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Hi, thank
I
you so
see
much. It was just a random great opportunity for me to present my question. I don't know if you saw it. I submitted it.
Repeat it, because I didn't see it.
So I live on 29th Street between 8th and 9th, and around the corner on 8th Avenue between 29th and 30th on the west side of the street is Walter's Bar. Walter's Bar is a small bar, but at some point late in the pandemic, they opened up their back door and took a space to start serving drinks to people out back. It's growing. They're smoking, drinking. They set up a propane grill. People are bringing in boxes of pizza. And rats are, it's just the whole thing's, it's quickly escalating into a bad situation. I've reached out to Eric Botcher's office, and they're trying to help me get an inspection with the DOB expedited. But I'm just trying to find out, my neighbors and I are doing 311 complaints. We're just trying to find out if they have permits to do this. It definitely seems that they do not. How can I find out if they've got permits?
This is, sorry, between 8th and 9th?
No, it's right on 8th Avenue.
The west side, that is our district. If
It
they
is
come
on the
to-
west- It's
if
on
they
the
come
west
to us
side?
for a liquor license, we would have a record.
Yeah, is it on the west side?
Well, it is only a bar. They do not have a kitchen. They do not serve food. They opened up their back door, which is really not theirs. I mean, it's just been it's just an empty space.
Okay.
And they've turned it into an outdoor drinking and smoking area. They've also set up a grill, and they're allowing people to go back there and drink. There's no wait staff out there or anything.
Okay, so just to clarify, is this on the east or the west side of 8th Avenue?
It's the west side.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to think of, it's near Pizza Suprema. Oh, that's the next
What's
block.
important to us,
8th Avenue,
what's
Frank.
important to us is the west side of 8th Avenue.
Yeah,
But the east side of East 8th Avenue is not our district.
No, I'm on the west side.
Okay.
Okay.
And so is the bar. Okay. Terry, you had your hand up?
I just wanted to clarify, are you saying it's like a courtyard that they've kind of
Yes.
taken over and there's residential, so like a donut?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So who-
exactly.
Is it their backyard or, I mean, do you know who
No.
owns it?
There is we don't know the building owner. I would like to try to find out. There is an association called the Cretans Association, as in the Greek Cretans Association, that has some buildings on the corner of 29th Street. I do not believe they're the owner. I would like to find out who the building owner is, but beyond that, just it appears that they have an illegal outdoor makeshift bar situation going on.
Yeah, so if it's on private property, as it sounds like it is, their liquor license would need to extend. The SLA licenses particular spaces. So to serve liquor back there, they would need to have a liquor license that extends to that area.
No, but Frank, what about the rules for COVID? Do you remember that they were allowing the backyards?
I don't think
self-certify?
they
Backyards were included in that.
yeah, no, it was only public space.
Yeah.
Backyards still had to go through the old way, I thought.
I don't think so. I mean, that was not my impression. Let's put it this way. I thought, and I think we had a discussion saying we were concerned about that they were going to do backyards and they could just, kind of self-certify just like they are doing in the front.
But we've had a number of applicants come.
At least we need to research it. Let's put it, we need to research it.
Okay, but we've had applicants come to us in the last 6 months, specifically referring to their backyard and use of their backyard.
Really? So I may be confused. I'm sorry. I thought that was.
But it's worthwhile of research finding out.
Yeah, I think we should research that.
Candice?
Hey guys. So I am actually familiar with that bar. I know the people that own it and the bartenders, and I've asked them actually about the backyard. And they said that it was with what Christine was saying about they were approved because of the outdoor backyard. I know he had said he wasn't really using it. It was kind of more of a pain and a hassle.
A lot of documentation.
He said that they have a grill out there. I haven't been outside in the backyard in a while to check it out, but I will definitely go around the corner and check and talk to him and let him know that it's been brought up. So
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It has impacted my neighbors and my family, and it does not seem like it's being handled appropriately back there. So I would just like to know if there is a way to find out if permits have been approved for.
Nellie has her hand up. Nellie?
Yes. Another resident, a community member had reached out in regards to the space. I did do a FOIL request. I'm just waiting for the information from the SLA. The location has been licensed since 1988.
Yeah.
But we won't have any steps.
We would not have any steps for the location. So more than likely, they probably are allowed to use their rear yard, but I won't know until I get the information from the SLA to see what's in their method of operation.
Well, it's good to know that we have a FOIL out there.
Yes.
FOIL request. Good.
So can you get Susie's contact info so you can, or get it offline so you can let her know when you get the FOIL answer?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Christine, Rob?
Thank you very much.
No, I'm done.
You done? Rob?
Oh, just 1 second, Christine, to answer your question. NYC open restaurant application does not cover usage that falls within private property, i.e. backyard, patio, etc. So it does not. But they do have to do it the old way.
Yep.
Oh,
Rob,
good. All
and
right.
Mike.
Thank you.
I stand corrected.
Thank you.
Rob?
The northeast corner of 24th and 9th Avenue, Shiketti. With the change of the weather, a lot of the streeteries had winterization coverings on them. But during the wintertime, a lot of these places would be playing music inside of the eateries, which was no big deal. You could barely hear it. It was muffled. Well, now a lot of these places have taken off the outside exterior, leaving them open again to the elements, and they're still continuing with the music. So now a lot of the music is bleeding back into the sidewalks and the streets, which they agreed they would not do, but they're now currently doing it again. I just wanted to bring that up. There's quite a few of them. So
I think you have to be specific.
Okay, Shikketi's doing it, as well as a few other ones in the neighborhood. With the liquor license came in front of us, they promised they would have no outside speakers, no outside music. And as I said, during the wintertime, it was enclosed, you couldn't hear it. But now that they removed it, they're still playing the music, and it's quite loud. So,
Mike?
This is totally off the point, but just looking ahead to when we're going to start looking at cannabis lounges. One thing that I discovered, because it was brought up to me, was, the folks who do those lounges cannot serve alcohol. So that's a unique sort of thing that I wasn't aware of. However, there are currently all over the city, every borough, people who are running coffee shops and whatever, who are actually selling marijuana openly, and nobody's caring about it.
Yeah.
So you know that, right? So they're out there. And I mean, my son knows a guy who actually opened a place in the Lower East Side that sells coffee, and he doesn't want to do anything but sell coffee and weed. Can you believe it?
I don't think it's quite true that nobody cares. Jesse Greenwald went to that cannabis forum that we co-sponsored with a couple other community boards.
Oh,
And, he can report briefly, but I gather the licensing organization is quite concerned about it and is planning on a crackdown.
Yeah, I'll report briefly just so everyone knows. I've sort of been tasked with, being the board's point person on the rollout of
Weed.
the weed. Yeah, the weed ambassador for Chelsea and Hell's Kitchen is what I'd like.
You are the weed ambassador.
The weed ambassador.
There's a lot going on, and I've been having conversations with people at the Office of Cannabis Management. There's the Cannabis Control Board, which will be the cannabis equivalent of the SLA. There are a number of regulations currently being written. I don't want to get ahead of myself, because at some point I would like to do an actual full presentation and have this conversation more about exactly what our role will be and what kind of letters we want to write. That is something they are very aware of. Obviously, right now, any retail establishment that you see, any brick and mortar that you see that is currently selling marijuana, and you're correct, they're everywhere. They are at all of the, so many of the bodegas are currently selling marijuana, various smoke shops, different types of cafes.
And the trucks.
But the trucks have been around for a while. But these retail establishments are new, and those are all not legal, right? They are not licensed, and they are really actually undermining what is supposed to be and is a very well thought out and careful approach to how dispensary licenses are being distributed, and they're definitely undercutting the value of an eventual license, let alone a public health risk. And so at the current time, what the Cannabis Control Board is doing, they're just getting going now, is they are being also thoughtful about how they're approaching this issue, meaning that they do not want to see the criminalization of, the whole point of the passage of the most recent legislation is obviously to do away with the criminalization of all kinds related to marijuana. And so they're obviously not seeking criminal prosecution for all of this these what are currently still illegal marijuana sales, but they have started to issue cease and desist letters, which are obviously not the strongest recourse. And soon they will be referring, and I think they actually have already started to I'm forgetting which state agency, but something with taxation, who will start issuing fines. So they're being warned that they're going to be fined, and their fines are starting to be issued. And something that we can talk about, we should talk about is eventually when I kind of get everything together is what our role should be, not just in terms of the licensing of the actual legal operations, but do we have any role to play in the shutting down of these illegal operations, which really are like, they are, not only do they undercut the value of the eventual license, but really they're very unfairly cutting the line. Like this legislation has been written and it's being implemented to give licenses first to those who were most negatively impacted by the criminalization of marijuana and their family members. And for all of these retail locations to just pop up left and right and jump the line is really unfortunate. And I think is, undermines what the state is trying to do here. So, but thank you for bringing it up. I know we're all conscious of it. So yes, that is happening. And yeah.
Well, one of the things that I want to,
Mike Kerry has a hand up.
one second. Well, let me just finish up what I'm saying. The reason I brought it up in particular tonight is because that horrible shooting thing that happened on 37th Street, right, where the people barged into a place and shot people and all. Well, that was the second time it happened, and it was as a result of one of these cannabis pop-up deals that you don't see it in the newspaper. That's what it was. That was a result of that.
Which is that like the sounds, the
recording
studio?
Yeah, the sound studio at 37th Street. Both of those incidents were precipitated by the fact that there were people doing the cannabis pop-ups there. Okay, that's what it was all about. And I was disappointed that the news didn't pick that up and realize why it was. In any event, I thought I cleared that because Eric Botcher, bringing up his name again, he was concerned about it. He was horrified by it. And now Christine lives a block away from it, right behind her actually. So the sooner they get these licenses approved and people settled, this sort of thing probably should not happen anymore.
Carrie.
This is a question maybe for Jesse. As a fairly cool mom of two teenagers, is the bodega issue a 311 call or a 911 call? And I mean that seriously, because it's just too easy. It's like,
sure. I think unfortunately you would face probably some blowback at this point if you call 911, and I actually don't think there's really, and not only that, I mean, I don't know what, no one is being criminally prosecuted for this right now. No one. So I don't know what police officers have been told. That's actually sort of what I was thinking my project was going to be this week. That I'd set for myself was to try to figure out exactly what other steps that they're taking, including on the prosecutorial front. But my understanding is no police officers have been told about how to enforce this, which because basically they think they're falling into this gray area, which is that marijuana sales have been legalized,
right?
But yet, of course, in the legislation it says yes, but you need a license to sell. It would be a 311 call, but actually that's not what I would do. What I would do, and I think what we maybe should take on as a board, but again, I'm still gathering my thoughts and going to try to put this together in a presentation. But is actually the Cannabis Control Board has sort of asked all community participants and community members to sort of patrol their own communities and report to them because they are the ones who will eventually be responsible for licensing. And so if you are already a bad actor in this space, you are cutting the line, you are selling without a license, you are, then you are going to go certainly to the back of the line when the licenses actually roll out. And so, and of course, for the cease and desist letters, followed by potential fines. So I would actually, and I'm happy to, share some contact information offline, but I think there's going to be a sort of reporting mechanism built to the Cannabis Control Board.
That's great. Thank you. Second question really quick
Jesse,
to the
oh,
rest of us is, are these licenses going to be coming before our committee as well as liquor licenses? No.
Yeah, so.
That's something else Jesse's figuring out.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure it out.
He's
And
the
I
man.
don't want to answer that yet. I don't want to get ahead of, I have my own thoughts, but I don't want to get ahead of.
I'm like wondering if we
but
should
there
get out now.
Yeah, but I will say this, which is kind of exciting for us as a board, I think, which is they're not those who are writing the regulations right now and those who are thinking about, first, like there are 9 different kinds of licenses, so it's pretty complicated, but our oversight, certainly I'm pretty confident that they're building in community board, coming in front of a community board as a first step to getting an on-site consumption lounge license. But it seems like they're also considering us to be involved in the dispensary licenses as well, which would be different for us, right? Because we don't have oversight over liquor licenses in on a for your corner liquor store. We don't do that. So that would be different for us. And I think, again, these are conversations we're going to have about, do we want to roll? But I think they really are contemplating that they think that I think we want to roll. And so it would be new for us.
Thank you, Jesse, for all that work.
But Carrie, yeah, so one thing we're seriously thinking about is just sheer workload, and whether this, particularly if it covers liquor licenses, dispensaries as well, whether this will need potentially a separate committee or something like that.
That's my thought, Frank. Like CB2 splits their BOP committees into, right? So we would have 2 committees. That's my thought.
Yeah.
Right.
And that is a very important point, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
That we've
Good
never
work.
ever done liquor stores. We've done the restaurants and bars, but we've never got involved in licensing liquor stores. And this would be very, very different process. How do you determine more concentration, less, all those kinds of things? We've never done any of that.
Okay. I think Rob would still have something to say. Rob?
Yeah, Jesse, so basically with what you were saying, we're not going to see bodegas that are selling weed as well as selling liquor, correct?
That's correct. We shouldn't see that at all. There will be no bodegas selling marijuana, period. I mean, like, if you are selling marijuana, chances are you're going to be very limited to what products you can sell and who you get your marijuana source from. It's going to be very, very regulated. So that is correct. There will not be bodegas selling marijuana.
No, the law is you can't sell both.
You
cannot sell both liquor and weed. That's the law, right?
So do you call 311 or 911 when you encounter it?
Again, my answer would be to call 311, but if you're actually trying to address the current problem, the best way to get that addressed is to contact the Cannabis Control Board. I'm happy to share contact information. I do think they're trying to set up some sort of reporting system, but I think that will be the best way to get our concerns addressed. And I think they are accurate. I think they are. I think these concerns are appropriate for what's happening right now. So, yeah.
I would say 911, you're not going to get anywhere.
And honestly, one is just not going to. It makes our community look like we are not open and welcome to. This is me speaking for me, but this not open and welcome to the eventual arrival of licensed dispensaries and on-site consumption lounges in our area, which I don't think is true. I do think we want these new businesses. There's a lot of good, decent business owners who want to come in and do this. And there's a number of reasons, which I will get into at some later point, about why they're good for a community overall. But if we start calling 911, I just don't think that's going to look very good on our community. And I think that'll come back and haunt us. So
911 is for emergencies. Go to 311. If you want to make it, but go to 311, right? 911
not serious about that. I was just trying to make a point that I'm not serious about any of that. Thank you very much for opening the dialogue and conversation about the community board having a seat at the table. When these things do get up and going and having oversight, that is really what's important. It's just the irony that I see people selling alcohol and selling weed out of some bodegas. It's just like, okay, because we know it's not supposed to happen. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, and again, I don't want to, I'm like now, I've sort of been talking a little bit ahead of when I want to be, sharing all this information and putting it all together in a more concise fashion and actually having some recommendations. So I do hope you all afford me the chance to speak on this either at the next meeting or the one right after that. And I'll try to put a little bit, have something, an actual presentation. Although I agree, this is a great use of because it's good. But I also encourage us to follow through with what could be the shortest BLP meeting in the history of this committee.
Yeah.
And let me not hold us up on that. So,
Well, we also see what happens when we have a limited agenda.
Yeah.
We use some of the time
for other
for
business,
spontaneous
it's good. No, it's good.
issues that are in front of us.
I
that
agree.
Didn't fit the agenda.
It's good for us to be talking. I just wish I had one more month to get prepared.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll continue this discussion again. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you all. I think we're over.
Yep.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks,
Good
everybody.
evening.
Maybe in person next month.